up here to check that all's well.
Usually we run up to have a look at the costumes from up here, you know, you're panting up the stairs and you're trying to write down what's wrong. Hi, I'm Maria Waring. I'm from Dundalk and I'm the chairperson of the Dundalk Musical Society.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Woods, born and reared in Dundalk, and I'm vice chairperson of the Dundalk Musical Society.
Well, we both come from a very musical family. Our mum was a beautiful singer. She was involved in the St. Patrick's Choir, also the Van Dessel Choir. So there was always song in the house, and I was involved in the school choir and also the band in school. And I also did some Irish dancing. So, like, we were always, it was really very musical. And Phyllis was involved, like, from a young age as well. Like, we were always...
Well, we were brought in, really, because my mum was involved. Mum was involved with Flo Kieran. A lot of the older people would remember that, who did Panto in Town many, many years ago. And we were involved from we were children. My dad, who was a tradesman, but he couldn't put a nail in the wall, but she had him on the stage crew, so everybody was roped in. And at that stage, I don't know whether a lot of people would remember, it was in the Adelphi that they used to do the pantomime, but we used to go to Drogheda for a week, and Drogheda pantomime came to Dundalk for a week. So that was a big thrill for us to get on a bus and be taken up and down and meet different people. But that's really, I suppose, where the seeds were sown for our life to come on, as the fella says. And as Maria said, very musical family, and the strains have been there through the years at all levels with our nieces, nephews, sisters, brothers, the lot. And it's been a wonderful experience, and hopefully we'll carry on.
Hopefully.
Well, for another while.
We had a cousin, Jimmy Mackin, that was part of the Paragon show band. So a lot of Dundalk people would remember that, you know. And also our cousin, Jimmy Faulkner, was the musical director of the brass band. Unfortunately, Jimmy passed away during the summer, so that's an awful loss to the family and to the people of Dundalk. So, like, all through the years, we've nieces, and Nisa she actually plays lead in our orchestra, Orla, and a very musical family all down the years. In 1981, both of us had a young family, and Mum had actually involved us in the ICA. So Phyllis got talking to somebody in the ICA, some of the members, and they invited her to come down to the Musical Society actually to help with costumes. So unfortunately, they didn't realise that Phyllis wasn't really such a good seamstress.
Excuse me, I could sew a seam. Yeah, my mother, Lord mercy on her, like, she was wonderful seamstress. Used to make costumes, you know, for the panto, and was made all our clothes, like, I mean, so no problem to her. So I think they thought I was on the same vein, but as I say, I didn't get that gene. But we got there, like, I mean, eventually. So that's how we really roped us in, as they say. And
so we came down anyway, and we joined, and our first show was Annie Get Your Gun. That sowed the seed for us really then. So, I mean, we've been involved really in one capacity, like, over the last actually 40 years. It's scary to say, you know, with the Musical Society and the pantomime.
Well, we never thought it'd last that long.
No.
When you come into something like anything like that, you know, you don't realise. But then when you're enjoying something, and we got so much enjoyment out of it and made so many friends over the years and got us through good and bad times. And as I always say, music, the best medicine in the world. And you go to rehearsal with problems or whatever, and you switch off for 2 hours and you sing there for an hour, 2 hours. It's all there when you come out, but you just had that little time in between.
Well, COVID affected us really. Like we were just after coming out of our fabulous show of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang into our, Aladdin, our sold out Aladdin. And then we were into our cabaret, and we had a lovely programme, and we were rehearsing twice a week for it, and it was really coming together. And, on a Wednesday night, we were waiting on word from the government on the Friday what was happening. And of course, the Friday came, and bang, that was it. So originally we thought it's only going to be a couple of weeks. But alas, as we know now, we thought, oh, well, maybe our show in October will come. But no. So it's like, for somebody, and all of our members that have been involved, like you're out 2 nights a week, maybe sometimes on a Sunday, and suddenly all of this stops, and all of these people that are your friends, you know what I mean? We have a WhatsApp group, which is lovely, and we have all the fun, and we send all of it, but it's not the same. It's not the same as meeting people, and, just generally, life just really stopped, really. Now, I was lucky because I work in a local pharmacy, so, it was really hectic work-wise. I was really under pressure work-wise. So that really carried me on. But, unfortunately, Phyllis and some people that are not working, it was hard on Phyllis and, a lot of our other members that were not working,
Yeah, it was very difficult. The first lockdown wasn't too bad because I think too, with it being the time of year that there was still the gardens and you could occupy yourself there, and you were busy catching up on a lot of things that you had put on the long finger. But I found now the second lockdown now, it's been quite long and quite tedious because, as we say, normally we'd be in the throes of panto at this stage and we'd have had a very busy year so far. So that's finding it on a personal note very long, and at times days just run into one another, which wouldn't be the norm. And I think everybody's feeling it, as we say, our whole society and all our group.
You're wonderful, all of you.
I just hope my courage holds out.
We hope your tail holds out.
We won't hear of it, will we, Winkies? Ring around a rosie's a pocket full of spears. The sands of time have run out for all of you. The last to go will see the first 3 go before her. And your mingy little mutt too. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who shall be the first to go?
An Tain Arts Centre really holds a place in all of our hearts, because the Musical Society has been involved for over 70 years really with An Tain, and it's part of Dundalk and it's part of our heritage, and we look forward to bringing our shows and our pantomime in here, and I always think at the end of the show on the Sunday night when I come out to thank people, and there's such a buzz and everybody's so excited, and you come back on a Monday then and we cleared the stage and, costumes are gone back, our scenery's gone, and suddenly we're back to the black stage. And it's so sad, and it's so sad because you're after having such a wonderful week and you're on such a high, and suddenly, it's gone. But then you have something to look forward to because, in another couple of months, we're going to be back, either with a show or with our pantomime. So, I think it's a wonderful place. I think it's a wonderful place for everybody that's involved in theatre.
We miss all the little bits, and we particularly miss at this time of the year our visits to the local nursing homes, Carlingford and Dalgan, because that was something that we always did and look forward to because, as we say, nobody knows what's down the road. You could be there yourself someday and be glad of somebody to come in and raise your hopes and give you a little bit of joy with a nice song, So, but that's life, and hopefully, 21 will be a bit better for everybody.